Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Jackson. Today I'll share what Henrietta Lack's story teaches us about public health ethics, particularly autonomy, justice, and equity. We'll see how her case reveals both past failures and future lessons for ethical research. This is for class MPH 630, Public Health Equity and Ethics. Public health ethics is about balancing individual rights with the collective good. Autonomy means the right to informed choice. Beneficence means promoting well-being. Justice means fairness in who benefits and who bears the cost. Henrietta's case challenges how these principles were applied in research and how they may be applied now and in the future. Now moving on to the Gila case. In 1951, doctors at Johns Hopkins took cells from a young black woman named Henrietta Lacks without her consent and without her knowing. Those cells, Gila, became crucial to countless scientific breakthroughs, from polio vaccines to cancer research. Yet Henrietta's family remained uninformed, uncompensated, even though the Gila cells became the first immortal human cell line and used globally in research. Now we'll talk about the ethical challenge. This case shows how benefiting society can sometimes harm an individual. Johns Hopkins justified their actions as advancing science, saying that it was worth it to create the polio vaccine and to engage in cancer research. And although this happened, autonomy, transparency, and justice were ignored. Systemic racism made Henrietta vulnerable to exploitation. Public health must never sacrifice human rights for progress. And there must always be clear transparency to combat the systemic racism or to help combat it. There are key lessons for today from Henrietta's story. First, consent should be informed and continuous, and not just a one-off signature. Second, benefits from research must be shared fairly. Third, transparency builds public trust, which is so important. Finally, addressing racism is essential to ethical practice. Moving on to recommendations for ethical principle health. Ultimately, we need stronger standards. Dynamic consent allows participants to control how their data and tissues are used. Community engagement ensures research reflects public values. Benefit sharing recognizes contributions, and laws must protect vulnerable populations from exploitation. Vulnerability can come from poverty, race, education, or power differences. Ethics means addressing those factors and ensuring equity. True justice is about empowering communities, not just protecting them. Now, let's close by reflecting on how Henrietta's story reshapes our understanding of ethical progress. Henrietta's story reminds us that progress without ethics isn't progress at all. To honor her legacy, public health must be grounded in justice, transparency, and respect for every person whose life contributes to science. Ethics is not a barrier to science, it's its foundation. And here's the list of references used for this presentation. Thank you so much for your time and for listening.